7 o'clock, March 7th, 2019, March meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust. Everyone had a chance to review the minutes from February 7th? Yes.
Yes.
Um,
I will make a motion that we approve the minutes of February 7th?
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Okay. So next up is 26 Pequannock. Rasan. Any update?
Well, let's see. The board's basically, said, do whatever we gotta do to get this thing moving.
Oh, sorry.
And, well, now we're just waiting for the state to give us all the steps. But I think Kathy has begun, she's got to engage a realtor now to get the property out there and sold. And then we're trying to see if hopefully that same realtor can start looking for the purchase of the replacement unit.
So the decision's been made officially to sell?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have to do the same thing that we had to do here, that we have to throw out the RFP saying we're in the market to potentially buy a house.
Okay, so the RFP is for buying new.
Yeah.
Any restrictions on selling?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of steps and
Will it be sold for affordable housing or for market rate? Or at a market rate price?
we would love to keep it in that affordable housing realm, but we just don't know how the money's gonna work, how the numbers are gonna play. I mean, it's something that I think if it has any potential, it's gonna end up coming out of here.
That's why we'd love to be part of the conversation.
Yeah, so,
Have you gotten an updated appraisal?
no,
Okay, and the one from last year was 220,000, I believe?
yes. And then, of course, who knows what we're gonna find. We've been looking, but
Yeah. You're looking for like already built, like good condition,
decent condition, 3-bedroom,
3-bedroom.
nothing grand, but
Right.
serviceable, and
Right.
yeah. So, got our fingers crossed. I think we're still just trying to make sure that the money coming out of the state will be absolutely allocated to us for this purpose, and I think they will honor that. But I think at the meeting we had, I was like, I would be happier if we had our own attorney
Yeah.
representing the housing authority's interests
Yeah.
with the state.
Right.
I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
There's no assurances. There's no like.
Oh, there is, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So sort of like as a timeline or something, I want to make sure that because we have a bit of a long timeline to take action on things as the trust. And so if a decision is made to sell it at a market rate price, we would love to insert ourselves into the conversation early on to see if there's a way that the trust might participate in those conversations. And, what's the appraised value? Could you sell it for just appraised value legally? That could be an interesting conversation for the trust to have, I think.
Yeah,
for a
absolutely, and we would not want to not see that happen.
Yeah.
We just, got to be able to go forward with what we want to do, which is
Yeah.
get a replacement.
Right,
for,
of course.
Yeah. But yeah, we would love to potentially, if that could work.
Yeah, I just, with all the legal stuff and how complicated it gets, I just have these nightmare scenarios of, well, we've issued the RFP, so we actually have to follow that, and that means that we have to take whatever the highest offer is. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's been fully written yet. I'll have to, we have a meeting on Tuesday, so we'll get an update. Like I said, I was with Kathy all day today, but we never even touched it.
Yeah, yeah, I think a specific question I have is, you know, can you, just sell it for the appraised value?
I don't see why not, but
You
I mean,
know.
if somebody comes, you know, screaming in with this tremendous offer for some bizarre reason, I don't think we can necessarily look at gift horse in the mouth either.
Right.
And I'm only, one commissioner.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I hope that we can do something that benefits both.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we can sail right into another one with like Habitat, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Taking that unit down
Yeah.
is gonna be probably a substantial cost.
Kids with matches to solve it.
I didn't-
Bad storm. Okay. You good on that? Is there any action item? Is there,
No, I don't think so.
okay. Wayne, had some positive news to share on Commander Foundry?
I have actually a lot of positive news on everything.
I love it.
Yeah, except I forgot something. If only I had more time before the meeting to actually get my papers together. Sorry,
You're too busy talking about vomit.
right?
My
Um,
bad.
For 300, I hope this isn't like automatically recorded.
Yeah, sorry.
For 300 Foundry Street, so we had an extremely productive meeting on February 20th with the town administrator, town council, and global property. And we got verbal agreement on all of the terms of the deal. So town council has produced a memorandum of agreement that outlines these terms. I had a conversation with global property today. They say that it looks fine, they have a few questions, they're talking directly with town council. They anticipate signing it in the next day or two. So from that memorandum of agreement, it will then go to the affordability, to a regulatory agreement, which comprises an affordability restriction that survives foreclosure and a 30-year group home use restriction. And then the money from the trust, because it's CPA money, would take the form of a mortgage, a 0% interest, $350,000 mortgage, which would be forgivable at the end of the 30-year group home term. If the owner at that time wants to transfer it to another owner within that 30-year window for a group home use, that's fine. If they, after that 30-year window, if they want to transfer it sell it or transfer it or what have you for an affordable use, that's also fine. If they want to sell at market rate, then they have to first offer it to the town, and if the town doesn't want it, they can sell it to somebody else, but they have to pay us back the $350,000.
I like that.
Yeah. So if the town, for some reason, decides to exercise the right of first refusal at the end of 30 years, we'd forgive the $350,000 because that essentially is what made them able to do the site and get it into a usable condition. But if it stops being affordable, they have to pay us back. So those are the terms of that. Yeah.
Sounds,
Creative legal work. Good job.
Yes. Yes. So I said at the end of this, we need to give town council Sarah Bellino, we need to give her like a gift card or a fruit basket or a spa day or something.
Pretty sure you can.
I'm pretty sure ethically we can't, right?
Give
But
her an attaboy.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
oh, Sarah,
I
man.
feel like
thank you.
I take that ethics test
Yeah.
state.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
A, B,
Yeah, A, B, C, or D.
Right?
Totally wrong.
Because she
Nope.
has
Oh,
just
no.
been so.
Thank her profusely
How
from the
about a thank
Affordable
you
Housing
card?
Trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Split it.
A very
Little
heartfelt thank you.
handwritten note. Is,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's the amount of creativity she's brought to this
Yeah,
incredibly
very well
challenging
done. That's great.
set of interlocking.
We will acknowledge her in the article about everything that happens,
Good idea.
that goes into the journal.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll talk up her firm.
So that's my update on that.
Great. Any action item for that one? Just to keep on keeping on?
We have, as part of that, Nikki's signature
I have
on
to
the
sign
regulatory agreement.
Yep.
Yeah, so,
So if that all comes together, which it sounds like it is, was that due to the timeline? Who
how
knows?
fast can they actually, approve and sign these documents? Hopefully fairly soon, now that they've agreed to everything that needs to
So
happen.
once that document's signed, then they're kinda like,
We
ready
should
to
be,
go.
yeah, we should, and we get all the other documents finalized, we transfer the property and they're off to the races.
and the snow melts and we're all good.
Yeah, so we remain optimistic.
Great.
Love it.
Okay, 10 Electric Ave.
So Town Electric, the closing is tentatively scheduled for next week. I'm a little skeptical on that. Habitat's attorney, isn't as, comprehensive in their response to providing documents, for town council's review. So Dottie, Chair of the Board of Selectmen, is the signatory authority on the documents. So it would be a closing by mail, all the final approved documents signed and notarized, and then off they go to Habitat and their attorneys sign and go off and record.
Okay.
But ahead of that, we need the full closing document,
Mhm.
closing package, all the documents for town council to review, and so we got several more of them today, and town council had a few questions back on, but, so it might happen next Tuesday, but it should happen quite soon.
Okay. So
Um,
March anyway.
Yes,
Good.
yes. And for that, relatedly, I would like to request a vote for tonight's meeting, and Nikki's signature on the grant agreement, and because these are our CPA funds, they have to be used for affordable housing, and there has to be a long-term deed restriction on the property. So that's monumented in the grant agreement for Nikki's signature, and then we have a draft vote for the grant if someone is interested in making the motion, if anyone
Want
wants
me
to
to
read it.
read it? I can. All right, I make a motion to move to award a grant in the amount of $30,000 to South Shore Habitat for Humanity to be used for the creation of affordable housing to be located at 10 Electric Avenue, subject to the terms and conditions in the grant agreement document to be executed in full by the Affordable Housing Trust and South Shore Habitat for Humanity. An execution and recording of a regulatory agreement regarding the perpetual affordability of the property in accordance with the Community Preservation Act prior to disbursement of grant funds.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
And a second vote.
Well written.
Okay, do you want me to read that one
Yeah,
too?
second, yeah,
I
please.
move to authorize the chair of the Affordable Housing Trust to execute any and all documents necessary in connection with the trust grant of $30,000 to South Shore Habitat for Humanity and any other documents, including documents necessary for any property transfer or conveyance for the creation of affordable housing trust to be located at 10 Electric Avenue. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, could you say that again, please? Thank you.
Just got not recorded.
Yes, okay.
Great.
And, of course, there's the Habitat meeting on Monday, March 11th, this coming
Yeah.
Monday at Frothingham at 6:30, and we're hoping people who are available can attend. That would be great.
Monday the 11th, 6:30.
How
Yeah,
long do you
next
think
Monday.
it'll go for?
It's 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay,
And it's at
At
Frothingham?
Frothingham, yeah.
I'll try
Which
to
is
get there.
15 Barrows, I think is the
Yeah.
address, but yeah.
I'll try to get there. It's my, it's like me getting here at 6:30,
Yeah.
so.
6:30.
Runs till 7:30. You can stop in and say hi.
I'll try.
Yeah.
If I can change my appointment, I will.
I think I could be there, just probably not like right at 6:30, but it would be
Yeah.
supportive to like even to walk in a
Exactly.
few minutes late, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's nice to have warm bodies.
Then I could do that. Monday's not too bad,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's really close to my house, so I can just scoot away for a little bit.
Okay, update on 3 Eisenhower Drive.
Woohoo! I should have brought it with me. They're on my desk. Don't leave without them. Marketing has begun.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, marketing has begun. There's going to be a public meeting here at Town Hall on Tuesday, April 2nd at 6:30. There's an open house on, I have Friday, that's not right, Saturday, April 13th. at the house between 11 and 1. So Saturday, April 13 is the open house. Stop on in, say howdy.
Monday, April 13th.
Um,
What time was it again?
Between 11 and 1.
Okay.
The applications are due Monday, May 6th, and the lottery is going to be Wednesday, May 22nd at 6 p.m., also here at Town Hall.
In the evening,
Correct, yeah.
What was that one?
6 p.m.
the lottery at
The
6,
lottery.
okay.
Same day?
No,
22.
May 22nd. Yeah, the applications are due the 6th, May 6th, and then the lottery is going to be May 22nd.
Okay.
That's a Wednesday. Maureen, the lottery agent, says that traditionally lotteries are very sparsely attended, if anyone shows up at all.
Okay.
So there is no pressure or obligation for you guys to make time in your schedule, but if you're around, there it is, and stop on in.
So it was April 2nd
Interesting.
is the
Public meeting,
Town office.
meeting.
yeah, here at, down in the Corona Room, yeah, that's
April
at 6:30.
2nd?
Correct, Tuesday, April 2nd, yeah.
What time?
6:30.
6:30,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I was talking to Kathy, so.
and I have flyers with all this information on it that I can give you,
Okay.
which are sitting on my desk conveniently.
That's exciting.
It is, it's very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
This is like,
Yeah. So we've got the roof is done, the windows are done, the electrical is done. Waiting to get it re-inspected by the lead inspector and get that certified. So hopefully that'll happen in a timely fashion. We still need the handyman jobs. Me and Nikki have talked a bit offline. We can talk a little bit further. I know that you had some ideas. We can connect and make sure
I
that
just
happens.
connected with Kathy about it. She said, yes, no problem.
Thank you.
So in addition to our punch list item, there's also various things that have been removed for other work, and they're just kind of sitting there. So like there's no closet door in one of the bedrooms now, and you know shelves are stacked in the corner and so on.
He can take care of all that.
Yeah, so it should be fairly minor. And then also we would want to hire a cleaner before the open house. It's actually in fairly good shape, and the new windows make a world of difference.
Question,
But still,
do we need to do the whole,
All 3 different cleaners?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I would say it's probably a low enough dollar value.
I would say it is
Yeah.
gonna be like $100 to $150 to clean.
Yeah.
So is that okay?
I think so.
Okay, I can handle that. And then the open house is when?
Between 11 and 1.
April 13th.
And yeah,
So I
Friday,
just
Saturday,
Maybe
April
schedule
13th.
it in advance for like April 10th or
Yeah,
something like
the
that.
Wednesday or
Sounds
Thursday or
very-
something, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that gives us time to make sure all the work's done and they're
Correct.
booked. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll do that.
Best condition or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
And if anybody hasn't been in recently, let me know. I'm happy to give you the key. It really is amazing the difference the new windows make.
That's great.
Just walk around the inside, you're like, oh, wow.
Nice.
So that price.
I know. But they needed it. Good Lord, they needed it.
Can we send a special invitation to Lee Avery?
For the public meeting or the open house, sure.
I'm being nasty.
We love it when everybody comes.
He had a,
And we're not televised, and this is a very good thing.
at the CPA meeting.
Oh, he did.
So, very
Hear about
encouraging
that
news
later.
on 3 Eisenhower. Yeah.
He's my buddy. So.
Cleaner 4, he was just unhappy about 40B.
Mm.
Cleaner 4,
He's unhappy that we spent over 300,000 to buy one piece of property.
1,
Affordable unit.
yeah.
That's what
Why
it
can't we
costs.
do multiple units?
Now I understand
Okay.
from your earlier conversation who you're talking about. Yeah,
Trying.
but we don't all live in this day and age.
Thank you.
All right, book cleaner. That's my action item from there. Also, I will connect with you on the maintenance guy, or should I just connect with Kathy?
We're gonna talk tomorrow. I'll probably give her your number,
give her
but
my
I'll tell
number.
her Fridays and
Thank you.
Tuesdays are I don't know what tomorrow's like for you, but
I'm open. I'll make myself available.
we can aim for Tuesday.
And I can re-provide a list of things that need to be done if that's.
Yeah,
helpful.
just throw me the list
Okay, thank you.
and I'll send it to her and she'll send one of her guys over.
Thank you, guys.
I'm happy to get that done. It's been like hanging over my head.
He'll probably be in there for like 2 hours and it'll all be done.
No, I mean, it's really, that's about how much time it's gonna take. Although,
There's
The,
the exterior trim.
the exterior trim might not be able to be done right now,
Yeah, with all the
Snow.
snow, yeah.
but we have until April 10th-ish
Yeah.
Right.
to,
And we're not gonna have any more snow.
We got a month.
So it's gotta melt eventually, right?
yeah,
It's gonna get
It's
rained
gonna-
out on
it
It
Sunday.
actually is gonna start, and then if you look at the forecast next week, it's like
It's
getting
gonna be
close to
50s.
50, so
Yeah.
hopefully,
55,
It's a good thing you got your skiing in.
Okay, action items for the month ahead. So, I know my couple action items for Eisenhower, cleaner, maintenance. I'm gonna send you the list of the things that need to get done. Electric Ave, I don't think there's any, oh, well, there's a 311 meeting. I don't think there's any other action item. 300 Foundry, there's no action items, right?
Correct.
And Twice Quantico, no action items, okay. That's it. Next meeting, April 4.
4, 6:30?
Any interest in trying to do it on the same day as the Eisenhower town meeting? Would that be helpful? That people can make it before it?
Oh, the public meeting?
4,
Yeah.
2, yeah.
If we could do like I could do Tuesday at 5 o'clock if we wanted to bang it out before or like 5, whatever. Is it here, the town meeting? I wrote it
Yep.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
At the
Yeah,
Corona room.
the public meeting is
Yeah.
gonna be down at, yeah.
I
so
mean, it would work for me,
I could do that,
At 5:30?
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Might as well, yeah, kill 2 birds
Yeah,
with one
you're already
stone.
here. Tuesdays is a
Can
way
you make
better day
that?
for me.
Yep, I can make it.
Awesome.
So we will have a quorum
Okay,
regardless.
My calendar.
Okay, Tuesday.
Yeah, I just looked at my calendar and there's nothing.
April 2. Ah, good lord. Tuesday, April 2 at 5:30 p.m.
awesome.
Okay, and I will make sure we have a room. I think the Corona room is open before that, so
Okay.
I believe, but yeah, pending room.
We can meet in the lobby, it doesn't matter. Although I'm sure we're gonna be needing to be televised.
Additional items I have. So as you remember from the email, the CPC did recommend the $200,000 for AHT, for the Affordable Housing Trust, which is great news, and
Awesome.
also the money for the Housing Authority for Lee Circle.
Awesome.
And as a reminder for your calendars, town meeting is Monday, May 20th at 7 p.m. Everybody be there,
Yep,
please?
This
Bells
is,
on.
so the 20th, and then the lottery on the
I
22nd.
probably
yeah.
won't be there, but
What-
I'm at, it's the Housing Authority Conference, annual conference. I could potentially come back, it's only Falmouth, but I'm down there for 3 days, so.
what time is the thing?
7 p.m.
I'll come.
town meeting.
I'll bring Jeff, no, I can't do that, I need a babysitter. Alright,
Are they gonna have childcare this
They
time
usually
around?
do.
Yeah, so
probably haven't organized it yet, but I usually do.
so
Is that we're gonna be voting on the school stuff, right?
I don't think until the fall.
Okay,
I mean, it hasn't been announced, but the way the timeline is, I think there'll be a special election in the fall. I
Okay.
mean, not election,
Yeah,
special
vote.
meeting
okay,
in the fall.
okay. That would be crazy if it was.
Right, no, too fast. That's why it's only at the point where they're like having those informational meetings that no one goes to.
I really want to, I never can make them.
Right.
It's always on a day that I can't do it.
And, or like people that might be attending are probably people that are gonna be voting yes anyways, the people
Right.
that have kids in the schools right
Right.
now that figure they should go in here, but it probably doesn't change their vote.
Right.
So I think as the summer rolls into the fall, there'll be more strategic steps to
Okay.
get people
Engaged.
engaged.
Yep.
If you engage them too early, then nobody's engaged anymore, I think,
Right.
right?
Yep, you burn them out.
What time was town meeting?
7.
Thank you.
Monday, May 20th at 7 p.m.
That's good, heads up. You'll start seeing those signs popping up, lots of reminders.
Okay,
All right.
and that's it.
Motion to adjourn?
I think
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
7:25 PM. Thanks, guys.
All right.
We are great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.